Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
Welcome to Remote Reality. This is Lauren.
And this is Dee.
AD, 90 Day Hunt for Love. I think this is my favorite day of the week. I love this show.
I do too. There's always so much drama, and I love the drama.
I love the relationship shows too, just like breaking it down. It's always fun.
Absolutely.
Dr. Laura Schlesinger, did she give relationship advice?
There's been so many.
So long ago. Gosh, that's a reach back. Anyway, reach back. Chill Legs reach back. So we'll find out about that this episode. 90 Day Hunt for Love. This is season 1, episode 4. The girl that played Mario Kart. This is about me. That's me. I'm the girl that plays Mario Kart. I am such a Nintendo Switch gamer nerd. Hey, Switch friends.
We're always gaming with something. You do more on that kind of stuff. I do more like with the computer apps.
I like mobile games and I like Sims on the computer.
And you like multiple ones of all of them on all of your devices.
With the mobile games, basically you have to get the game to woo you. So if you play it a lot, they're going to make it harder and harder. The objectives are going to be harder. They want you to spend money. That's their objective, is to get you hooked in and to get you to spend money. So the harder it becomes to reach that next level, the more likely you're going to just like give up and put that $1 or $5 in. And then, I read online, people are spending hundreds of dollars. Now you got to figure out how to make them woo you back. You have to get them to hunt for your love. Those are my mobile games, some of them. And I start playing one of them for a while and then switch to a different game for a while. It works. I like to figure out how to like play it to make the game woo me and pull me in. And I don't spend any money on it, but I know how to get the resources. And actually, if you look at our YouTube channel, I do have my Monopoly Go tip. It's my shutdown strategy. You can check that out on the YouTube in the game section on Remote Reality. 90 Day Hunt for Love. I'm pulled into the game part. I hope it's a good one. The girl who plays Mario Kart, it could be anybody. You never really know a gamer just by seeing them. Gamers it's on the inside.
Well, I've already seen it, so I know that it's good. I'm going to let you learn everything as we watch.
All right. So we're starting out this week as a continuation from last week's little cat fight with Jennifer and Tim.
Yeah, it's still going on.
And she is mad. And what's the one thing that you can say to a woman to calm her down during a fight?
Calm down.
Well, what do you think about Tim's, you're crazy?
I know.
Oh,
I was being sarcastic.
Duck and run, Tim, duck and run. That was not a safe word.
No.
Do not go on a cruise with Jennifer. You will wind up off the side of that boat.
Oh my gosh.
Like we said last week, Tim, he says, look, I'm heterosexual. End of story. I don't know why people don't just take him at his word. He knows better than anyone. And Dee, didn't you say you saw something online?
Yeah, I had watched the Between the Sheets, the after show, and he was on there after last week's episode. And he said that, she had talked about how jealous some of her ex-boyfriends were.
Ew.
And he was trying to show her that he wasn't jealous by getting her a lap dance when they had gone out. It had nothing to do with him. It was all about her.
It wasn't even like a kinky cuckold thing. It was just, look, I'm not the jealous type. It's cool.
Yeah, let me show you I'm not jealous.
She is reacting pretty hard to this.
She is livid.
But we have to say, remember, on her part, alcohol is involved. Tim's not drinking.
Yeah, that's true. Even though I have to say, every time I see him talking, I feel like he's drunk. Like he looks like he's been drinking. And when I saw that he didn't drink, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I wouldn't have had any idea, but maybe he just processes things a little bit more slowly.
Yeah.
Something like that. Not everybody's brain. Mine definitely doesn't work the same. Me and my neurodivergent ass.
Oh my gosh. Like, I take forever to come up with a thought. And it's usually like 5 minutes after I should have said it.
Yeah, I remember. Sometimes I never catch the thought. I'm like reaching for it. No, it's gone. Anyway. So yeah, that we're back on this train again. Tim, he's getting red hot about this. He needs to go cool off. What do you think he does to cool off?
He says, fuck it, and walks off.
That's the way to do it.
That's the way I usually do it.
He's, see you later. He takes Joe with him. Joe, 25, Chantel's one of her interests.
Mm-hmm.
So then we've got Jennifer. She's very upset about this as well. She's talking to Cole, her handsome, tall, Spanish-speaking man. And he's telling her, it's okay. Just calm down. He's telling her to calm down. Is it working?
No, it never works. That's what I was saying. You can't tell us to calm down. We just get worse.
2 swings and a miss. Tim goes crazy. Cole goes calm down. It's not working. And she's upset. She says for 7 years she's been crying. Tim's talking smack about her. You know, he was saying at this retreat that she's a gold digger. He was saying that she was just with him for a visa. One thing that we don't know is how this is edited. It's very possible that Tim was stirring things up and Jennifer was saying those things afterwards. We don't know the true timing of this storyline. We just know what editors are showing us. It could be that Jennifer said a bunch of stuff and stirred Tim up. So we don't really know completely who provoked what.
No, we just know that just about every scene has both of them talking about the other one.
Absolutely. And Jennifer, she's been crying for 7 years. Either that's a Franken edit or I'm thinking that's alcohol talking because honestly, it feels like it's for the show. They weren't together that long. It's been 7 years. I wouldn't care if my ex is talking smack about me still. I couldn't imagine. I mean, I don't even think about my exes. So
yeah, it's just bringing the drama.
It is. Trying to make sure that maybe if she doesn't find love this time, she can come back for another season.
That's all right.
That's her insurance policy, the drama. So, yeah. So Tim is going to take a chill break and Jennifer, she is upset, but I'm voting alcohol.
I'm saying alcohol. They are at a club. They've all been drinking. So I'm going to say alcohol.
Blame it on the alcohol. I have to say, in her ITMs, Jennifer has this gorgeous, like sun-kissed glow.
She is beautiful.
I want her make tips. Jennifer, we need some TikTok video instructions, please, on how to make my face look like a little bit better. I know it's not going to bust out as a Jennifer at the end of the day. Dang, I mean, it just looks, her skin looks so hydrated and like this beautiful shine. She knows what she's doing.
Her secrets.
I know. Secrets, please.
Tutorial.
Oh, Cole, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry. He's threatened by Tim?
He viewed that as a sexual fetish, and he's concerned that Tim's going to be watching him and Jen now. Like, what?
Because the girl you've been dating for 2 seconds is drunk and saying that he paid for a lap dance? This is Tim a threat? That's all it took to make that man threat.
You know what? I saw some red flags last week with the bedroom scene with him and Jen, and my thoughts about him like really changed.
Red flag alert. Red flag alert.
Yeah, and I was
all right. Red flags on Cole. He's cute, but
he's cute, but I don't think he's being genuine. I think he's being a player.
I don't know what he is being, but he's being threatened over Tim because of that. This is so stupid.
And not threatened in like a masculine way towards Jen, but in this fetish way, as he's saying, like he's worried that Tim is going to be watching him and Jen.
Might be better, Cole, to work on yourself and keep some things inside your head and don't say them out loud.
Yeah.
What the heck? Like, why would you even, if you're that afraid of people, go home?
It was a bizarre twist, for sure.
You're sitting there telling Jen last week in the bedroom that you're kinky and you like to do kinky things, but all of a sudden you find out her ex may have one kink and you're threatened?
Yeah. Something's not right. I smell something. I'm smelling something.
Cole, you know what? You just right off my list. Back on Rob is hot, even though Rob is toxic. That's probably wonder if we're
I
losing
have not
listeners.
seen him be toxic.
We didn't see the other stuff, so there are definitely some things that we might not be seeing.
He's still
People
hot.
probably hate us for it. Don't hate me because he's beautiful.
I know. He's still hot.
I can't, my eyes can't help it. It's pretty.
It's very pretty.
And see Dee in her new picture, she's just sitting right there arm in arm with Rob. So for anybody on YouTube, you can see that Dee's stagnant picture has changed today. Dee is getting more comfortable with being on camera. She's so cute.
I'm not there yet. I don't even like to have my picture taken, let alone video, but I'm working on it for you.
You're a silly goose and you're very cute. And girl, you have a face for the camera. Mwah. So
Anyway,
we will get her on there. Now Liz is like me. She doesn't care. And me today, it looks like I care because when I'm an attorney, I don't get to wear fun things. When I'm on a podcast, I'm like, ooh, I can spice it up a little bit. So
yeah,
you're at for love.
You're at the party with them, and I'm about to crawl in Rob's lap.
I've got a little Tiffany one shoulder shirt. This is fun. I mean, when I was a young attorney, I had a hearing and I went in, I had blue fingernail polish, like blue sparkly gel nail polish. And the trustee, it was a 341 meeting in bankruptcy court, 341 meeting of the creditors. We used to call it 341 day fun day. Love it.
We still do. We still
call
it
do.
that.
Even though I'm sure for most people it's super boring. It's like, oh my God, numbers make it stop. But I'm like, oh, I love dealing with money. But anyway, we went into the meeting and the trustee looked at me and goes, Miss Clark, are you breathing? I said, yeah. Well, am I dead? Am I floating above my body? What is happening? Why am I being asked if I'm breathing? Because your fingernails are blue. I was like, okay, you can do whatever I want on the podcast.
Yes, you can.
Nobody can see me.
Nobody cares either. If they're watching us, they like you.
That's the thing. I'm not in a, federal court in a conservative state. Of cool a shovel, he's just going to dig himself a hole.
Oh my gosh, the shit is getting deep.
Do you think this has to do with alcohol? Is this alcohol on both of their part?
You can blame things on alcohol, but they also have a saying, alcohol brings out the truth in people. So maybe this is actually his personality that we're starting to see a little bit of instead of what he wants us to see.
Maybe. So yeah, Cole approaches Tim and Chantel. They're outside. Tim's calming down, talking to his friend Chantel, and Tim goes up and he's like, you want to tell me what just happened back there? All right, first of all, dude, not your place.
Not his business.
None of your business. Nachos. This is a taco burrito conversation. Nachos. Why is he getting involved in this? You have spent a day, not even a day, a part of a day with Jennifer. Why are you getting in the middle of this?
He's wanting to explain to him. Like he actually said, can you explain to me? And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Why don't you go talk to Jennifer and have her explain it and have her figure out her own issues? Because then she comes up and he says, that 10 seconds that I asked you for so I could talk to Tim, you'll make it 20 seconds. Double it. Rude. What the heck? And she walks off. I would have told him to march his butt around and get out of my business. I can't believe she's letting him get in this. Like, throw some boundaries down. She's letting him talk to her like that.
Yeah, I would have totally been like, this is none of your business. Get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely. And Chantel, then she starts jumping in, trying to defend Tim. So now you got Tim you got Tim standing there. You've got Jennifer standing there, and you've got Chantel going at Cole.
Well, that's what his dumbass deserves for walking over there like he did.
I think you're right. I think this is an Elise 2.0 situation.
Yeah, I see it coming.
Man, I did not expect that to escalate like that.
I didn't expect that out of Cole. Like I said, I had some red flag issues with him last episode, but this is just shooting it one more right up the flagpole.
You know what? My expectations have just hit rock bottom for him. I actually have more expectations for Colt after that scene. That was just too much. Like, dude, chill. Mind your own business. It's cool. Let these two drunk exes figure it out. If the girl you're talking to is still hanging on to something from 7 years ago, consider that maybe she needs to do some self-work to move past this. Maybe that's also her issue, that she just doesn't ignore him and pretend like he doesn't exist.
I feel like she's thinks this is the first opportunity that she's had to say her side of the story. Because she says that he's been talking about her for 7 years, supposedly. I think it's just drama for the show.
It is drama for the show. Absolutely. And it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. So yeah, my Rob tank just drained down. Not my, well, shoot.
Not Rob.
My Colt tank. My Colt tank is emptying.
I agree. 100%. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He's ready to go home.
And it seems like everybody in the cast that we're talking to has the same view. Dude, this is weird. Calm down. Including Jennifer.
Mm-hmm. She feels like he's being controlling, and she doesn't like that. She's been in controlling relationships before.
Hold on just a minute. I gotta take this call. And we're back. Hey, Channel Surfers. All right, my phone is on Do Not Disturb now. I was waiting on a call from my doggy Lola's vet. She just got diagnosed with Cushing's disease like a few weeks ago, and they had to schedule a follow-up test. And I was waiting on a call back, but now it's okay. Things can wait. And this is my second dog that's had Cushing's, and apparently it's not very common, but my mom had a dog with Cushing's too. My brother had a dog with Cushing's, and I've had 2.
I just think that's so odd.
They've got the Cushing's. Well, they've got all the endocrine disorders like I do with my diabetes. But anyway, so we were talking about this Jennifer and Tim and Cole drama. Yeah, Jennifer, she's not feeling it. She's sitting at the bar. Some of the cast walks up and she's like, whatever, this is controlling. I don't like how he told me to just walk off.
Yeah, some of them are actually saying he's acting like she's his wife.
Which my husband doesn't act that way.
No, I don't think my husband would have either. He would have just let me handle my own stuff.
Yeah, he's just like, she's got it. That girl's got it. I don't have to worry about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can handle my own business. What husband? Well, I mean, I guess if we're judging here, Tiffany's husband, Ronald, probably would have acted kind of crazy like that. But yeah, no, he's acting weird.
Yeah. He's not just turning Jen off. He's turning all of the females that are watching this off. So, if Jen discards him, he's going to have a really hard time, I think, with these women.
Dude, take a seat. Take a seat. You are not playing it cool. You are playing it like a hot potato. You're just going to keep getting tossed around.
Yeah, he needs to tap out. Tap out, Cole. Tap out.
And even Tim, he goes, mind your own business, which then he tries to almost defend that this is his business. And it's not.
That's even weirder.
It is. And on top of that, Chantel drops some hot information about his hot breath. His breath stinks. She tells him, your breath stinks. Get away. Get your stink breath out of my face.
I think you really want to mess with her.
I'm going to say, though, that is going to substantiate my theory that alcohol was involved.
For sure.
I bet that man smells like a rum and Coke.
Hey, I like rum and Coke. Let's go with something else.
What do you think he smells like?
I don't know. Maybe something with Kahlua. I don't like coffee, so.
Oh my gosh. He's just drinking a mudslide. Drink of choice. Yeah, I think his stink breath is from maybe he's drinking beer.
Maybe she just was trying to get the subject changed.
No, I think his breath really stunk. Did you see her face? She looked disgusted.
Okay, I'll give her that then.
Yeah, she was about to gag off of his stink breath. Ugh. So, as you would expect, as Cole is sitting there just giving it to Tim, Jennifer comes up and starts giving it to Tim too.
Oh my gosh.
It's not an attempt to de-escalate the situation. She's like, something about $100, something about money. And then he said something about $100. I don't really know what was happening, but it was not making the situation any better. So Tim's like, I'm done with the drama. He just walks off. I get that. Tim is 44. He's about my age. There's a point where you're just like, I'm just not going to deal with it. You can go ahead. You can be upset. I'll let you. I don't have to. I don't have to be dragged into this with you.
Yeah. And he's also the only one there with an ex. So that can't.
Jennifer.
Yeah. That can't be easy.
Yeah. It's been 7 years.
I think they had some unresolved issues, evidently.
Somebody does. Very strange. Very
Well,
strange.
she's probably butthurt because he didn't sleep with her.
I don't know that she would care either.
Well, that seems to be an issue with her. That was one of the things that she was telling the guys is, he wouldn't even sleep with her. So maybe that offended her a little bit or something. I don't know. I just can't imagine after 7 years keep going after people like the two of them are. Like I feel like there's
It's
something
gotta be for the edit.
Yeah, there's
I
got to
bet
be
the
something
producers are walking
underlying.
around telling them like, "Oh, I heard that he was talking smack about you," and probably just, creating some fiction, creating some drama, doing what they do.
Yeah. I mean,
Didn't
the
have to
show
do
wouldn't
their
be.
thing.
They need the drama. That's what
They
keeps people
do.
coming back.
Just poke it a little bit. Be like,
Yeah,
Jennifer,
let's poke that bear.
Tim's not saying something nice. I mean, it can be vague as possible. And here's some alcohol. She runs with it. And it makes it very entertaining for all of us.
And it is.
So you see Courtney and Colt talking, and I think they are both masterminds.
I do too.
They know the game and they're both playing it. Courtney acts like she's just kind of, just in her own little la la world. And Colt acts like he's like this big nerd that nobody likes. They're assuming these weaker personalities, but they're both very intelligent. We even know from the beginning that Courtney's in finances. She's no dummy. They are playing a game. She walks in and absolutely, she says, I have good intentions. How are you going to come at me for that? I'm just trying to help my buddy Tim here, which Colt, who knows this game, sees right there. He's like, oh, you didn't do anything wrong. These were good intentions. But also, she knows this is going to stir the pot, and she's just going to sit back with her cocktail and enjoy it while everything melts down.
A little shit stirrer. She knew exactly what she was doing when she went and told Tim what Jen was saying.
So if you are on the hunt for love, you are. We can see.
I am. I'm in the cast. See me?
There you are. Who are you hanging out with?
I'm probably going to be a Tiffany person.
Yeah,
I would probably be hanging around with her.
I'm picking Courtney and Colt. I want to go stir it up and watch it melt down.
I'm going to be the one trying to make peace with everybody. Everybody just needs to chill, back out. If it's not your business, stay away from it.
I'm over there poking the bear. Watch this, Dee.
Courtney's enjoying it though.
She is, and so is Colt. They might actually be a good match.
I think they would be a good match.
I'm starting to lean that way because I see it. I see what they're doing. I see that game. Gamers see game. You got game, you see game.
Yeah.
Chantel, Tiffany, and Rocky, they are also having a little get together, getting in their little circle, talking about what's been going on. Chantel, she needs to calm down now. Now she's heated up like Tim got heated up. She did not like all that drama. She needs to cool off. And Tiffany has the perfect solution. What is it? Everybody, shot. She's like, hey, let's go get more drunk. This will make everything better.
It always does, adding alcohol to the mix.
Yeah, this is not a contributing factor to anything that's happened so far.
No.
Let's fix it. Pornstache is hanging out with them. Maybe she's just trying to make him more attractive because she's still all about that. And he reminds me of a little puppy dog with her. She says something. He's hanging on her every word. He's feeling some Tiffany.
He's all smiles. And I think this is actually the first time we actually see his personality because it's just been kind of like photo clips of him here and there. We haven't really got to hear him talk or anything.
How would you describe his personality?
I think he's one of those everybody loves him kind of guys. Like when he shows up someplace, he is bringing the fun and people just gravitate to him. That's what I think.
I think he lets his mustache be a big part of his personality that pulls people in. And he's just very much a pushover that just kind of goes with the flow. Just whatever they're doing, I'm going to agree with you, which might not be great in this sort of situation because if he isn't ready to defend his side, if he's going to take sides, just jump on Tiffany's boat and take her side, be ready to defend it when somebody comes set with him. And if he isn't forming strong opinions, he's just kind of doing what she says. that is a recipe for disaster or fun,
Oh, but Tiffany, her approach to it was, that both Jen and Tim were in the wrong. She kind of stayed neutral in what she was saying.
I didn't say Tim was in the wrong.
She said they both were in the wrong from both sides. They both needed to quit talking about it.
Yeah, but Jennifer's the one that's starting it.
Well, that's true, but Tiffany seems to be a little more neutral than the other people.
I think I took it as she thinks that it's ridiculous that 7 years ago she's still holding on to it.
That both of them
are.
Yeah, I thought that's what she said. That both of them needed.
So yeah, you have early on in the season, Tim talking about Jennifer, that she wants a visa. She's a gold digger. Then you have Jennifer talking about Tim, that he likes to pay guys to dance on her. Then you have Tim talking about how Jennifer's talking shit about Tim. Then you have Jennifer talking about how Tim is talking shit about Jennifer. It's like it starts with this one little thing, and then they're talking and complaining about how they said that one thing. And it's just spinning out of control.
Yeah, it's one episode after another of them. I just want him to quit talking about me. I just want her to quit talking about me. And neither one of them stop.
They're talking about them.
Yeah, neither one of them stop.
And Chantel and Tiffany, they think that Jennifer is trying to ruin Tim's game. I don't think she is. I think this is more of a power play. She's trying to show that someone has found her attractive before, that she has guys here who have been interesting. It creates a competition with the other guys there, which is something that Cole picks up on. He felt threatened by Tim because he knows that that was an interest of Jennifer's. And as far as anything about their past, that's kind of shrouded in mystery. He doesn't know the ins and outs of it. So he's just dropping this little nugget and thinking, all right, let's watch this guy get, let's see how this stirs him up. And she dropped it on the right guy. Cole definitely got stirred up over it. And it's also a test to see if he's jealous. Are you jealous of a guy I dated 7 years ago? Check.
Yep.
Is that going to be a problem? Check.
Yep.
So I don't think she's doing it to hurt Tim's game. I think she's doing it to help hers and maybe to weed out the competition. Tim, he might have been talking about Jennifer as far as a gold digger and wanting a visa to connect with Chantel, because Chantel had that experience and felt that experience with Pedro. She was married to him for a long time. And Tim and Jennifer had a very short relationship. So yeah, not the right thing to do to sit there and talk smack about your ex to connect with other people, but they're both doing it.
Yeah, they are. They're both doing it.
What do you think? Do you think that Jennifer's doing this to make Tim's chances worse?
It could be a little bit of both. It could be what you said, and it could also be like, bonus if she ruins his chances of finding somebody.
I don't think they care at this point. I don't know. It's just hard to imagine somebody would still be hung up on it.
Maybe she was just drinking and wanted to pick a fight.
It's a good reason.
Yeah. Let's go pick a
to the party with Cortney and Usman.
Yeah, Cortney goes up to Usman and she's like, I heard I'm your 1, 2, and 3. And he's like, baby, you're my everything. Oh my gosh.
What does that even mean? Help. I'm down on my game.
I don't know. That's a major line. And I've never been somebody that likes lines.
Let's see. Let's ask, what does, so starting with Cortney and Soulja Boy, she's just everything on his list of 1 to 10. She's all.
Oh my goodness. That is just so, that
cheesy.
Yeah, it's such a big line. It's such a line. And she don't know what to think. She's like, is he playing me?
She was throwing a line on him too by asking, am I your 1, 2, or 3?
That's true. She did ask him and his response was, you're my everything.
So really it was kind of flirty in both ways. The way she worded it, he couldn't put her below 3. Got to be in your top 3, Usman. So it was kind of like cheeky, flirty. But then, that just wasn't working on her because she walks over to the gamer. She is enjoying this game, and she walks over to Colt. And Colt says, let's get out of here. And they leave with Usman in earshot.
I think we're calling it with Colt and Cortney. I think they're going to end up together.
This episode is the girl that plays Mario Kart. I wonder if they go back to his room and play Mario Kart. Now, full disclosure, I am watching this as we record. Dee has already seen it. So these are kind of my live reactions, my immediate thoughts. But all right, so don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. Prediction: Courtney is the gamer girl. She was a gamer girl. Okay, anyway. Next, we have Jennifer and Rob, because Cole was trying to talk to her and she said, "Ooh, let me go talk to him for a minute," and just wipes him off her shoulders. Turns around, she's there with Mr. Rob flirting with him. Now, she says she's drinking Michelita and soda water, which she says has no alcohol. But Michelita, it's like a Bloody Mary, but instead of vodka, you use beer.
Oh, I was wondering what it was because I had never heard of it. But Rob took a drink of it and he said, "Oh gosh, this is strong." So I think there might be some alcohol in there.
She definitely seems like she's been drinking something at some point. But yeah, it might just be a watered down beer. And maybe that's why she's saying, "Oh, there's nothing in there," because it's half soda and half light beer.
Apparently his idea of strong and hers is completely different.
So it's time to leave. Everybody's starting to leave. And maybe that's what we saw with Colt and Cortney, is that they're wrapping it up, getting everybody on the bus to go back home from the club. And maybe Colt was just like, "All right, come on, let's go get on the bus." So, because they weren't just walking back to their rooms, which, that being said, how did Tim walk back?
I think he may have gotten a ride. Because he was
Edit,
done.
man.
Yeah, he was done. So I think he got a ride. He maybe called an Uber.
So yeah, telling Courtney, "Let's get out of here." It probably isn't as big of a deal. And then Cole tells Jennifer and Rob we're leaving, which at first I was thinking, wait, you and Jennifer are leaving? And then I realized, oh, no, like the tour bus is leaving. They're all going back to the places that they're staying at night, which it could be the resort we see them at. Liz, when she was on her reality show, she said that sometimes when they film things, they show the outside, you're like at this place, but that's not where you're actually staying. Although I think she did stay on her set. The rooms weren't as they appeared, though. They had walls up that you could hear stuff right through. And oh man, she got to hear some interesting stuff from some of her neighbors. But anyway, yeah, so who knows where they're going back. But I just thought that was interesting. Like, it wasn't as big of a deal, but they get on the bus and it becomes a big deal.
Well, even on the way to the bus. I mean, Cole is walking in front of them like he's some kind of chaperone or something. And then he asks Jen, "Are you my girl or are you his girl?" And I'm like, dude.
Day two. Calm down, Elise.
Seriously. So they get on the bus, and what does Jen do?
Sit beside me, Rob, right here.
And what does Cole do?
The fuck you are.
He's going to sit right beside of them.
So obnoxious. And as you see them getting on the bus, you see Jennifer and Rob get on first. You see Cole right behind them. And the guy sitting by the sliding door to close the bus door, that's going to be Porn Stash. And I was laughing so hard. It looks like he's breaking the fourth wall looking at the camera. And he just smiles and kind of shuts the door like, this is about to be drama.
Yeah, he's like, this shit can't get any better.
Classic. Very nice. Yeah.
And then
he's in his feelings. Cole is in his feelings.
Well, yeah, he even tells Rob to move.
No. And Rob, it's almost like he's protecting her from this super overbearing guy.
Yeah, it's taken a serious turn, his behavior tonight, Cole's behavior tonight.
He's not even looking cute today.
No, he's very ugly.
Jennifer and Rob, they've got the same attitude. They're like, we're here to meet people. We're here to have fun. It's only day 2. Dude, I'm just getting to know you. Calm down. Whereas Elise and Cole, they're like, oh, I found my person. It's day 2. We're going to get married and have babies tomorrow.
Somebody should be hooking those two up.
Seriously. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that these are not original 90-day cast members. I bet that the 90-day cast members do have a connection. We heard that at the beginning where Chantel was saying she's never met Tiffany, but she feels like she knows her and she's talked to her online and they've had this shared connection for years. So the cast members probably have a bond together and maybe that's causing the new people to feel almost like left out. And when they get a bond, maybe they're holding on to it stronger because they're like, okay, I finally have a group.
Maybe. Or maybe they planned it that way. Maybe they brought in wackadoodles for the extras.
But they definitely did. You think casting's like, who here is not going to make any drama, going to relieve the situation? And the guy they pick is porn stash because his porn stash relieves the drama.
Could
The
be.
weird thing about him makes it calm.
I want to say, I could be wrong, but I feel like there was a reality show a few years ago that did like matches, and then they threw everybody in like this group, and you had to try and find who your match was from the personality quiz or something like
Sounds
that.
familiar.
Yeah, but I wonder if they don't do something like that, and so they bring in people with personalities that they know are just gonna like.
I don't think the producers even on that show are bringing in secret matches. It's all made up. It's
No,
all
I wasn't talking about bringing in secret matches, but they were doing some kind of personality quiz to.
So last week I was saying how my friend had a date with a guy that kind of looks like porn stash.
How did it go?
He called her the wrong name. When he left, he was like, bye. And he called her a totally different name. And then he asked her out and she didn't know what to do. And we were like, look, you weren't feeling it. He called you. He didn't even have your name right. He also cut lunch off after about 20 minutes, but he might have had to walk back to work. I'm like, if you're not feeling it though, just trust your gut.
I mean, I'm terrible with names the first time I meet somebody, but if I'm going to sit down and have lunch with you, when I get done, I'm going to at least know what your name is.
20 minute. Nice.
Wow.
20-minute lunch. So yeah, his mustache, for my friend's situation was definitely more of a personality thing because he didn't have one. She is a writer for the paper here, and she used to have an article or a blog called Tool Bag Tuesday. And I was talking to her last night. I would love for her to come on at some point and tell us some tool bag stories. She and I actually thought about doing a podcast for a while, and she was harder to track down than Liz.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's tough. But yeah, so we might have her on at some point.
Oh, that would be fun.
Jennifer and Rob just get cozier and cozier together. They are, at some points, I'm like, did they just kiss? They're talking really close. I hope he has breath mints.
It's hard to tell. Their heads are so close, but
You
you
know,
can
we
also hear them talking too.
You can. Now, we didn't see her acting this way with Cole, but he had that stank breath.
Mm-hmm. Now we know why.
Now we know why. So they're looking real cozy. They're both playing it real cool. And Cole is just sitting beside, just like having a conversation with the dude in front of him. So the way the bus is, it's 2 seats on one side, 1 seat on the other. So it's kind of this awkward third row. He's like literally the third seat, the third wheel. He is hearing them whisper. That was pretty sexy. He was like, how many tattoos do you have? And Jennifer starts to say something. And he's like, I'd rather find out for myself.
I know. That was smooth. Smooth.
I mean, dripping butter, melted. What the heck? This man has game. And for me, the game got upped because he brought his Switch with him, and so did Jennifer. And now I'm like, all right, I know I said I wanted to hang out with Colt and Cortney, but now I want to hang out with Rob and Jennifer and play Switch.
Mm-hmm. They're going to play Mario Kart.
I'm so excited.
He's like, I'm going to beat you while it's charging.
While it's charging. Yeah, you can play Switch while it charges. You can plug it into the wall, but Mario Kart, oh my gosh. My favorite one is the Coconut Mall, which is one of the remakes on the new Mario Kart. But I also really like the Animal Crossing track because I also love Animal Crossing. They are talking my language. That is sexy talk. When they're sitting there talking about playing Switch together, I'm like, keep talking.
It might be their sexy talk too.
I'm the girl that plays Mario Kart. Cole cannot take this. He decides to leave his third row seat with them and goes to the back with Uzman and Tiffany. He says he doesn't know what his chances are like with Jennifer at this point. Why isn't he saying, like, I'm not interested anymore?
I believe he said something to the effect that he felt really disrespected after he tried to take up for her, defend her or something. She didn't ask for that.
So if that bone, you feel disrespected, don't stay in this. Go find someone who you don't feel disrespected around, or maybe, work on your confidence. So if she's flirting with a guy or, you've talked to her for one day. You're not ultra focused on one option. You're talking to other people, and it's okay. Like, you're the better choice. And if she doesn't come back, that's her loss.
But he's not the better choice. And that's
It
exactly
is.
why she's not coming back. This is why she's playing Mario Kart with Rob.
Has to be. We need to go back and watch Rob's season because I don't know what happened. He apparently was super, super toxic. This has got to be a redemption arc. I want to see the edit from the first time because people just strongly dislike him. And they probably are like, this is gross that you guys are supporting Rob. I need to see why I'm being gross. I need to see what happened.
I have not seen one toxic thing about him in this show so far.
Not yet. Not in this show, but what did the other edits say? Watch the other edits. Watch him act like we're seeing Cole act. And then all of a sudden they've got him playing smooth and suave.
I don't know.
I just like drooling over somebody that was acting as bad as Cole.
I just think he's adorable. And I've also seen him in the Between the Sheets, the after shows too. And he's adorable there too.
We're not thinking with our brains. We're thinking with the stuff in our pants right now. Maybe that's the problem. Now, I don't think he's, we've got to go back and watch that. We've got to figure out.
We will do that.
Happened, or at least like find some clips of it. I'm sorry. It's channel surfers. I'm sorry that we are on the side. We could absolutely be taking the wrong side. We acknowledge that. All of our knowledge is based off of this episode and maybe like me watching 2 episodes of his season before piecing out of it. I was like, got other stuff to do.
Yeah. And I've seen absolutely none of them. This is the first time I've seen any of the 90-day stuff. Yeah.
So we're acknowledging. We've heard the rumors. We hear he's toxic. We are going to do the research. We are going to deep dive and figure out why. But right now we're just going to enjoy his pretty little face.
I was getting ready to say he's still pretty.
Very pretty.
Yum.
Trying to think of someone else who's toxic but pretty. I thought of something. Say that on here. Tiffany, she sees what Jennifer is doing as a game. She thinks Jennifer is letting Cole know, I can replace you like that. Playing this game where he is just kind of latching on to her tighter. I don't think it's a game. I think he grossed her out with how he was acting and she lost it. She lost her heart on.
Agree. I think
her lady dinner is gone.
Yeah. I think she has no interest in him after the way that he acted.
When she saw that toxic side, she was poisoned. There's no antidote to fix that.
Yeah. She's completely turned off. I don't think it's a game either.
I mean, Rob might be the antidote that fixes her night.
Her rebound. Her pick me up.
You done messed up. You done messed up, Colt. Not Colt. You done messed up. You done messed up, Cole. Game over. Game over. Little flip.
Yeah.
Channel surfers, you almost got a little sneak peek of Dee. She took a little break to go let her dogs out, and I turned on the camera so I could see when she came back. And then I started recording, and she's like, nope, we got to get out of this.
Disappeared from the frame.
She did. And I was waiting for the countdown to stop so I could go ahead and close out of that. All right, we're back with the Usman, Cortney, Colt triangle. Usman, he loves her.
Oh my gosh. It's like one overkill after another today.
It's like he does not have a healthy attachment. If somebody is not vibing on him, he's all about that, which doesn't make sense. You haven't seen his other seasons. Those ladies were definitely all about him, Lisa and Kimberly. So maybe he's not used to the rejection.
Well, there are some guys
winning than about love.
Yeah, some guys do like the chase. Like they want to be chased. They don't want to do the chasing. And as soon as a girl shows no interest, then they're interested.
Games. He's not ready for something serious if he's gaming.
I don't know.
Tiffany doesn't believe it. Tiffany doesn't think that Usman is as into Cortney as the love. He's like, I don't like her. I love her. No, you would love for her to pay some attention to you to make sure broken ego, but
oh my gosh, he's really going to be disappointed if she chooses Colt.
Now, Lise, she drops some knowledge on Cortney. She tells her, you've got 2 guys vibing on you. Cortney, I think it's her game to kind of play aloof, like, oh, I didn't know. And she has Elise just convincing her, like, no, he's feeling you. Now, Usman, he's talking to Tiffany and Cole, and he's just like, if Colt wins this, that's not a man. She's picked the wrong guy. Where I haven't seen, well, I was going to say, I haven't seen Cole be anything but nice to Usman, but that's that game again. He was just talking to Chantal and stirring things up, very similar to Courtney. So it's like you didn't have bad intentions, or at least you can spin it that way. 'Cause you definitely stirred it up with Chantal to ruin things for Usman.
I think Colt and Cortney are two peas in a pod.
This social game is on point. And you know what? It might be, gosh, these magnets are like attracting each other. Courtney seems to feel less and less about Usman. She's playing right into Colt's hands, and she's feeling this like nerdy, fun spark with Colt, which is completely unexpected for her, which is not unexpected for us. What did I say about what his game is?
I know you called it. You called it all. Yeah, she thinks he's nerdy and sexy.
He plays that game and seems low risk and traps the girls in, and then he acts like a jerk. She is playing that kind of aloof game to make herself seem less threatening. This is
This is going to be interesting.
I'm surprised they're not the ones playing Mario Kart. Bet if they are in the room besides Rob and Jennifer, if they hear that theme song start up, they're going to be knocking down that fake wall and getting their asses over there to kart with them. They better be sharing those controllers. You take a joystick, I take a joystick. That's 4. We can all play. The show just ruined truffles for me.
I don't even like truffles, so.
Oh my gosh. Truffle oil on French fries, salted, so delicious. I have truffle salt at my house. I love truffles, but we get into a little ass play conversation with Chantal and her little cuckoo cub Joe. Joe, he's telling her and all the other ladies on the bus, Elise, Courtney, anybody who can listen, the entire population that's watching 90 Day Fiancé, he likes little ass play. He is fine with putting an anal bead up his ass or his partner's. And he even likes to get a salad tossed. He wants a little licky lick, which is where we get onto the truffle train.
Lord.
I'm never going to smell truffles the same again.
Courtney says, Courtney said she heard it tastes like truffles.
And she's not posed. She says, we can play that. I can eat his ass, which they bleep out, but she's ready to go sniffing for truffles like a little piggy in the woods. Try to find that truffle trove. Yeah, but she doesn't want it on her. She's like, I don't want a butt plug. I'm good, but I will smell your ass and lick it. Let's go, baby. There's somebody for everyone.
Evidently. I don't know. I'm just kind of speechless with the whole thing.
I'm not going to yuck your yum. I like truffles. I'll just say I agree with you there. Salad tossers, I like truffles. Honestly, this can't ruin it for truffles and me. There's nothing like a plate of fries with truffle oil and a cold beer on draft.
Okay, well, you call me the next time you eat your truffles and you tell me if it doesn't remind you of this scene right now.
Right. So you were going to say that you were going to try it too, but it probably wouldn't help with your stomach. And then you will be thinking about the same truffle stuff. We appear to be back at the accommodations. Jennifer and Rob, looking very cozy still, get off the bus together, and they go and they sit down on a couch in the little lobby entry. I don't understand why they're in the lobby entry. Why wouldn't they just go straight to their rooms?
Well, no, I thought maybe there was like a bar area out of our vision to the right, and maybe they were just sitting in a lounge area with a bar.
Well, the area they were in is where they met, where they walked in the very first time and sat down at the desk with Hinky.
Maybe there's shuttles back to their rooms. No, because we see them walking.
We see them walking, so maybe this editing timeline is out of order, but we'll just go with the edit at this point. We've got the gamers Part two, talking about gaming. Rob and Jennifer are ready to race each other in Mario Kart. And they're making plans. Let's go back to the rooms and play some games. Cole's in earshot.
Of course. And he comes over and leans down, and I thought he had kissed her on the cheek, but you said it looks like he's whispering something to her.
And we had to go back and do a 0.5 rewatch. We had to watch this back slowly because I thought he whispered. Now, I don't know. According to the closed captions, it was a whisper. He leans in very close to her, though, very much in her personal space.
Yes.
Very much a violation of boundaries. Why do you feel entitled to get this close to me?
Yeah. When you clearly see her getting up to go with another man somewhere else, you know.
And when after you stood up for her, you admit she stopped paying attention to you. So that means she didn't like what you did. She's not feeling you because you just needed to calm down. Just like Tim said.
Yeah.
Tim was right.
He's not getting the clue at all. Like, he is absolutely stupid when it comes to what's going on.
It's probably the alcohol. It's just dribbling right out of his brain. But yeah, they're ready to go play some games. Now, Jennifer, she says she's going to kick Rob's ass at Mario Kart and he's going to have to wash her clothes. I don't know who's going to win this one. This is hard
I don't
to
know
tell.
either, but I would have picked something other than wash my clothes. I mean, like he said, if I win, I get a kiss. And she's like, wash my clothes. Okay.
She might be losing on purpose now. That's not really a fair bet. Hers is better because now you can see how he really plays. But he just incentivized her to lose a game within a game.
Let's find out.
I'd kick his ass anyway and let him wash my clothes. And then we'll see how good he does at that. And I'll kiss at him if it's good.
That's what I was
Clothes
thinking.
washing.
Give him a kiss if the laundry goes well.
Be a good boy and I'll give you a kiss. While Elisa is playing it cool on the bus with Courtney, acknowledging that two guys are into her, we're now getting our second sighting of Elise. And she has spotted Rob with Jen. Alert, alert, alert.
Retro.
Man, first of all, it looks like the tiger was after her and just ripped into her tank top. Looks like somebody took their big old paw and just ripped her shirt open.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Second, she's feeling disrespected just like Cole. She thinks it's really gross that Rob and Jennifer are vibing on each other on day 2. Because apparently, that kiss meant she was going to marry Rob for the rest of his life and have his babies. And apparently that hangout where they talked about dirty things in Cole and Jennifer in the room, apparently that meant that they were getting married and spend the rest of their lives together. They were all supposed to grow old together. This isn't how it was supposed to turn out, Dee.
She just thinks they're completely disgusting the way that they've been treated by both Jen and Rob. Just disgusting.
Gross. And they're going back to the room to apparently play Mario Party and get it in. They're going to.
Yeah. She's positive they're going to fight.
Did you miss the Mario Party part? Because I would definitely be playing Mario Party.
Well, she wasn't hiding in.
Guy. They're both taking it slow, getting to know each other. Kissing, little kiss is one thing, but like I'm definitely in the room kicking your ass at Mario Party. You're not there to get down. Sorry, Rob, you're cute, but I'm serious about my games.
I'm not that serious about my games.
I was like, I'll fuck on the first Mario Kart. The only stick I want to be riding is that joystick on the Switch. Get your mind out of the gutter. So yeah, she's convinced that she's been thwarted. These disrespectful Mario Karting assholes.
I just find it ironic that her and Cole both are talking about how disrespected they've been. Dudes, lighten up. It's been like 2 days
here. I think if Rob would have gone back into her room the first night, she would have tried to get it in with him.
Absolutely.
I don't think they're going to have sex. And we'll see. You've seen this. I haven't. I'm going to guess at this point that they do not, that they go back, they play Mario Kart, and they probably kiss some. That's my guess. We'll see what happens, though. Don't
My
spoil.
lips are sealed.
You're sealed. Yeah. You've kept him sealed the whole time. You're doing good.
I'm doing very good about not letting you know what's giving you any kind of heads up.
You're not. All right, let's see. So before we find out what happens once Usman and Courtney get to the door, let's just guess. Usman finds Courtney by herself when they get back and decides to walk her to her room and shoot a shot. He's got to make a play. He's going to let her know how he really feels. Oh, wow. So is he feeling like he loves her and doesn't just like her? But how badly is he about to scare her? Is he going to just sing the baby girl Courtney song? You've seen it, but pretend you didn't. What would you have guessed happened at this point? I think he's dropping the love bomb.
Just get ready to say, I would think he was dropping the love bomb because Tiffany told him to be clear with his intentions with Courtney. So he's probably taking it that way. I need to tell her that I love her. Profess my love.
Unfortunately, at this point, if you're professing your love, that is not clear because you've spent like maybe a week in another country with this person and a couple of days at this resort. For you to love them, the question's going to be, what do you love about them? You don't know them yet.
It
It's
would
just
be
gonna
terrifying.
confusing.
She's going to be terrified if he says, I love you.
He's about to chase her straight into Colt's arms. That's my guess.
Yeah.
So Usman and Courtney are walking into the room and she says, oh, I'm so tired. And Usman's, yeah, I'm tired too. He is waiting for an invite to stay the night. It's working on Courtney. She's like, I don't have my guard. I have my guard up until I can tell that somebody is into me. And right now I haven't let it down yet.
Yeah. I think she's still trying to figure out if he's playing her or not.
Well, when he starts the season with Who Are You? That's a game. She's thinking that because she is smart. She's like, this dude is playing games.
Yeah,
She
she's
sees
not
it.
dumb. She
She's not
knows that
dumb.
they knew each other in Istanbul, and then he comes in and he acts like he doesn't even know her. And now all of a sudden he's all into her.
I think she plays dumb to let their guard down to get more of the real them. And yeah, he was playing games. No wonder she's wary of him. So she is sitting down on her bed, taking off her jacket, and Usman is waiting for that invite to get a little cuddles, Netflix and chill.
Mm-hmm.
Usman is very forward. He lays down on the bed, and Courtney's like, get your shoes, get them off. And then he slyly says, well, do you want me to take them off? And she says, well, are you going home? Which I don't know if that's an invite so much as like time to leave. But now we're on to Rob and Jen. Game time. Now they go back to Rob's room, which looks like my rooms would look on vacation. It's just a mess, except my stuff would be still hanging halfway out of a suitcase and my jewelry would not be organized on a table. He has all of his stuff just laid out on the table so he can see it. Mine would be like tossed in a bag in the safe.
Mine too. I'd be trying to figure out what I was going to wear and it'd be digging it out of my jewelry bag.
Even though everything looks like a mess, it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's my room. My room's first. So the question on Rob's mind is, what happened to Cole? Where'd he go?
Yeah, he had been attached to her hip. Why did he think he could do that?
Where'd you go, Cole? You don't want to play Mario Kart? Not into games? He's not mad at Cole. He understands that it's day two. He's just getting to know her. She's getting to know him. Anything can happen. They are just meeting each other. And
he was like, hey, Cole's got good taste.
He does. He's like,
yeah, we both think she's beautiful. We both want her.
And that's the difference there. That is the difference between Cole's insecurity. It comes off as aggressive, angry, controlling, and Rob seems more secure. His comes off as
may the best man win.
May the best man win. One thing I do remember from his season, the woman that he brought over, she was bisexual and he was very threatened by that. So he may have been a Cole in the first season. I don't know.
Little jealousy.
He's playing it real cool though. but it's only day 2. It's only day 2.
He is cool as a cucumber right now.
If he lost his cool before day 2, he wouldn't have trapped anybody. So I think he can keep it cool for now, but he might turn into the same kind of guy that Cole is. At least Cole shows you who he is as soon as you see him.
Yeah, he couldn't hide it for long.
No. So there's almost something better about that, assuming that Rob is toxic. And yeah, it's day 2. We have to remember that. We don't know these guys, and the people that do are warning us. And it's a cliffhanger. We go back inside the room. I see a Switch laying on the bed. Now with Switch, you can either play it onto a dock on the TV and detach the controllers, or you could play it on the Switch and have a little kickstand and, use both controllers or each have a controller, or you can play it kind of in handheld mode. Now, handheld mode, unless you have 2 Switches, that's going to be for 1 player. And that's how they're playing it. Rob is laying on the bed playing the Mario Kart, and Jennifer's drinking a beer and kissing him on the head. They could have both played. Let's just be clear about that. You don't need 2 Switches to play Mario Kart. They could have used 1 controller. They could have chosen either mode. They could either use the buttons to steer, or they could have done a mode where you turn the controller and it turns the wheel. But yeah, they don't need both Joy-Cons. They could each have a Joy-Con and both play off that one system. That's not what they're doing. Jennifer, I'm questioning her gamer status. No, dude, you are going to share one of those controllers with me. I'm mad. He's not getting kisses. If I'm not getting a controller, default, I win and you're doing my clothes.
But he got some kisses.
Gross. They were supposed to play Mario Kart. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy.
Well, maybe they'll play some more.
I surely hope so, because he's the only one playing. And no. We don't use Mario Kart as a way to go in Rob's bed and snuggle and kiss. We use Mario Kart as a way to kick his ass.
Well, he was perfectly fine with using it as a way to snuggle and kiss.
It's not his choice. She is defacing gamers. For shame. I'll get over it. I'll be okay. Okay, well, I was wrong. Wow. Apparently, this is what non-gamers, this is how they play Mario Kart, which is drive your penis into me. They weren't even trying to hide it.
Yeah, it was a very blurred screen for a while.
They're sitting there, they're drinking more, they're kissing.
Hot. Very hotly.
Now, they have a laptop open on the bed, and that's blurred too. There's 2 people on it. I'm wondering if they were watching porn. I don't know. Couldn't tell because it was blurred. And then they go outside. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's it. They just made out a little bit. She didn't play Mario Kart. We haven't seen her play Mario Kart once. We have seen Rob sitting there and playing, and her playing there and kissing him. I'm going to say her Mario Kart game is weak. She wasn't there to play Mario Kart. She was there to get Rob in the sack, and that's what happened. They both walk back in butt naked, get in that bed, and nothing, not hiding anything from the cameras. The cameras can blur them out and watch the whole thing unfold. They just go to town.
Yeah, I think that it started with some skinny dipping out in the pool.
It ended with some penis dipping in Jennifer. Wow. Okay. So yeah, See, I was all about the game. I'm sitting here, big nerd that I am, thinking, yeah, let's go play some Mario Kart for reals. Okay, listen, guys, if I ever ask you to play Mario Kart Channel Surfers, I really do want to play Mario Kart. And yeah, let's play. If anybody wants to play Mario Kart, come into the Facebook group. We can get a little Mario Kart online set up on the Switches, but yeah, we're not going to be putting it out.
It's not code for having sex.
It's not naked Mario Kart, okay? I mean, even if I have a few drinks in me, it might get weird. I might be like more of a blabbing mess than normal, but it's not going to be naked Mario Kart. I don't even like seeing myself naked. I'm like a never nude. Anyway. Okay, so the girl that played Mario Kart, at this point, we've got Usman left Courtney's room. We've got Jennifer, who didn't play Mario Kart. She just banged Rob. Maybe Courtney goes over to Colts and plays Mario Kart, or maybe nobody does. And this episode is a big failure for nerdy gamer me. We'll find out. And before Courtney potentially leaves or Courtney potentially lets me down, let's talk about this with Usman. She is confusing. I'm on Team Usman here. She told him to stay and then made up an excuse to push him away.
Yeah, it was very confusing.
Like, you don't want him sleeping in the same clothes he was in the club in. Fine. You're in a bathrobe. Do you have a second bathrobe?
Well,
Call the hotel and get one.
He didn't bring his toothbrush either, remember?
Did you call the hotel and get one? Very likely.
It was a very awkward scene.
And then she's like, don't make it awkward. Okay, so again, alcohol definitely playing a role here. She doesn't know what she wants.
And he's realizing that.
Do you think she's wanting Cole? Maybe she's wanting Cole. Maybe he has thrown a wrench in it, because when it first started, she was all about the Usman. She was sweating him almost as good as we're seeing Elise and Cole do. And now it's like the tides are turning. I think she's thinking about Cole. But, she probably realizes that she's invited Usman to come over drunk. She definitely finds him attractive and is feeling him. But if he stayed the night, not that they would be a couple, not that it would be off limits, but Colt, he is an insecure guy. And she probably realizes that could scare him away.
Yeah. Well, she also
insecure.
Yeah. But she also said, look, you haven't even asked me out on a date and you want to stay the night. So I kind of see where she was coming from with that. Maybe she just didn't want to say no when he said, do you want me to stay?
I don't think he said, do you want me to stay? I thought she said, are you going to stay? And he said, do you want me to stay?
Maybe that's how it happened.
Because she was talking about him taking off his shoes. So maybe the taking off the shoes was kind of like, aren't you leaving?
Mm-hmm.
She is not sure. It was confusing though, but that they've had a little drinky drink. Even though she said when she was walking back with Chantel that she didn't feel tipsy, she still could be tired from the day, a little dehydrated. You're not, well, at least I'm not. I'm 41. I'm not on my best game the day after I've had a few drinks. So
yeah, the girl's just ready to go sleep.
Just sleep time. She's like, yeah, if you want to stay here, no, just get the fuck out of my room.
I want to sleep.
Yeah. So the next morning, Courtney and Jennifer are hanging out in the hot tub, talking about their fun night the night before. Now, Jennifer had a really good time. She is feeling Rob, and she tells Courtney they just, cuddled all night. He was very respectful, which, to be fair, in this scene where they walk in naked and they start getting it in, that could have been filmed at any time. That may not have been the same night as the night they played Switch. She could have played the Switch and we just didn't see it as part of the edit. So editing could have showed a time that they did hook up down the road, and maybe the first night was respectful. We don't know. Maybe I just want to believe more that she played the Switch. Anyway, I digress. Jennifer points out, hey, I see you've been feeling cold. And Courtney's like, yeah, I don't want to, but I'm feeling something. I think she's feeling cold more. She's not admitting it, but I think that's what's causing hesitation here with Usman.
Yeah, well, she said that her best conversations there so far had been with Colt.
There you have it. She is falling for his game. And then we kind of see Colt's true side come out on day 3. Colt doesn't take any BS. Usman
had it coming.
Tell him, Dee.
Usman is sitting there talking to Colt about Courtney, and he going after Courtney. Well, no, he asked first about
Tries
Jen.
to push Jennifer off on him.
Yeah.
He's trying to play a game on Colt, and it's not working. You're not getting out gamed, dude.
Yeah, and Colt just tells him, I'm kind of feeling Courtney.
Sorry, brah. I'm feeling Courtney.
Yeah. Usman don't like that.
No. And he's not able to push his interest away. And now he's just starting to question Colt's manhood, saying, obviously, anybody that sees you and sees me would pick me, which that's pretty superficial. I mean, yeah, I've seen Colt's personality. There's a whole nother side of him that we're not seeing yet. But I don't know. I'm usually more into people because of them being a good person.
I'm always about personality.
Absolutely.
But
Same.
Usman thinks the looks, I think, matter more than personality. He's really stuck on himself. Like, he was listing a whole bunch of stuff that he excels at and why he would be a better choice.
I think it's his insecurity talking. Because honestly, I don't think Usman is into looks. I think he's worried that Courtney is.
He probably does think she is. It's amazing how many men think that women are either into looks or money.
And she definitely takes very good care of her looks. So I think it would be a fair assumption for him, but it doesn't seem to be who she is. Again, man, the masquerade, what a perfect way to start this season. They're all somewhat hiding who they are. Now, some of them are taking their masks off faster than others. Elise, Cole, they rip that mask off right away. Usman, he's starting to peel his back. That's the thing about dating. You don't know what mask they're wearing until you get to know them. It's day 3. Some of them can't hide that long, and we just have to see what happens with the other ones.
Yeah. But Colt was, I thought his response to Usman was really good. He was like, men don't look at other men that way. And if you think that we do, you're not a man. Something to that effect.
Well, why is he thinking it's his insecurity? It's his insecurity, and Colt's not threatened. He knows what he's doing.
I think he was a little
playing a game.
Yeah, he was a little shocked. He said, I'm glad I'm sitting down when Usman was saying all that stuff to him. It was unbelievable. And Usman does it with this straight face. Like, there's like hardly any emotion at all. It's just matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Colt is coming off as this nerdy, nice, not threatening guy. You just saw there. You saw in that moment, he's not somebody you mess around with. The man is a mastermind.
It'll be
He's a
interesting.
puppet master.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see next week's episode because I have a feeling it's going to pick up here.
He has played a part in the decline of Colt and Cortney. He has let her see he's helped him take off the mask. He helped him rip off that mask when he got Chantel in there to push Usman's button.
Brilliant. That was a brilliant move when he did that. Yeah.
So, I'm just going to say, I guess Jennifer is the girl that played Mario Kart, because in my mind, she's telling the truth to Courtney. It's in the edit. They came back naked. They weren't even wearing the same clothes. We didn't see them take off their clothes. So I'm going to say it's editing and that she played Mario Kart and lost and kissed him, and that's where their little flirt man started. What say you?
I'm just going to go with the flow. It says that they slept together. Maybe she just didn't want to tell Courtney because, as Courtney said, if she tells me, I'm going to tell everybody. So it's smart of her not to tell me.
Down here, we call that mouth of the South.
Yeah. Courtney
can't keep a secret.
Yeah. Courtney's the mouth of the South for sure. She's
Mouth
the telephone.
She's like, bling, bling, bling. Don't tell me, because I'll be on loudspeaker. So that was a good one. I really like this show.
I do too. It's got a lot going on.
Absolutely. So, Channel Surfers, thanks for listening. I hope you guys are enjoying 90 Day Hunt for Love as much as we are. We will be back Saturday with True Crime Saturday, and we'll be back Tuesday with 90 Day Hunt for Love, because Sister Wives, we're done. We're done with the season.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. But we'll be here on Tuesdays giving you the Hunt for Love. We'll be here on Saturdays giving you the True Crime Saturdays. And every once in a while, we're going to try to sprinkle in a little extra surprise for you like we did last week with Liver King. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. It's Tuesday. We're getting close to the middle of the week, that happy hump day. Y'all take it easy. We'll see you this weekend. Bye, Channel Surfers.
Let's ride.